So how do you become a real estate developer? I've made a lot of videos on what a real estate developer is, what developing real estate is all about, how to create vision, things like that. But you can see this project behind me here. So it's hot, so I'm in the car today. If you're listening to this and not watching, I'm pulled on the side of some townhouses that are under construction. So how do you become a real estate developer? What does that process look like? So that's all going to depend on your age, your experience level, your financial resources, what your goals are, things like that. So let's start with what is real estate development? What does a real estate developer do? Real estate development, a lot of people think flipping houses or building spec houses, things like that are real estate development. I mean, maybe technically they are, but in the traditional sense, real estate development, and the way I understand it and the way I look at it, it's more about commercial, multifamily, land development, things like that. It's bigger projects, just flipping a house. I mean, you're developing that property, you're renovating it, you're turning it around, but generally real estate development is bringing something out of the ground, putting tenants in place, leasing it out, and then either owning it, selling it. So there's different phases in the pipeline of real estate development, but generally when I say real estate development, I'm not talking about flipping houses. I'm not really even talking about building spec houses, although that could be part of it. I'm talking about commercial, multifamily, land development, and then if you're going to build the houses and build out the development, then that can be part of it. So how does that happen? How does one become a real estate developer? So if you are in college, you can take classes, you can take real estate focused classes in college, and then I would have an emphasis on finance. Having a finance background is huge in real estate development. That's a big part of the deal of what big part of what real estate developers do is create and bring the financing to the table to make a project happen. Without the financing, there is no project. That is huge. So for everybody out there, I'm going to say it again. If you're in college, or if you're young, or if you have the ability to take some classes, take some financing classes, brush up on financing and the different ways to structure and finance deals. That's where the deals are made in real estate development. So it starts that way. You can educate yourself, and then if you're coming out of college, or if you're in a position where you can get a job, then go get a job with a real estate development company, with a company that does the types of projects that you want to do. Learn from the ground up, work your way up, and then ultimately you can go out on your own and take on some of your own projects. You can even do that part-time while you're working for a development firm. So that's the second way to get involved. The third way to become a developer is to partner with a real estate developer, and you have to bring something significant to the table, like land that you own or are going to contribute to a joint venture, or the money, the capital to contribute to a joint venture, so you can learn that way and learn by being a joint venture partner with another developer. Or you can fund a deal, fund a project, and then hire a developer to do the project for you. So there are developers that do projects for you for a fee. It's called fee development. So you can hire them and development consultants to develop a property. So you find the property, you bring the money, and then you hire them to teach you. They'll manage the project, but you can learn and they'll teach you along the process. You can passively invest in other development deals and kind of follow along and learn that way. Or you can hire a coach and a mentor to teach you the development business and guide you and help you like a development consultant, but in more of a long-term relationship where they can help you with your entire career in terms of becoming a developer. So depending on where you are in your career, where you are in your education, and what you know, those are 4 of the ways that you can get started in real estate development. You can learn it in college, general real estate, with an emphasis in finance, get a job with a development firm. You can partner with a developer by bringing land or money to the deal. You can hire a development consultant, do your own project. You can joint venture and do your own project, or you can passively invest, or you can hire somebody to coach and mentor you in the development business. And that's 5 ways, not 4. So that's 5 different ways that you can get started and build a career in real estate development. But no matter what you do, it all begins with education. You need to educate yourself on the different types and classes of real estate. You need to educate yourself on the markets that you want to invest in and know them intimately. You need to educate yourself on how to determine the highest and best value for those properties. I've made videos on that, and there's podcasts on that as well. And you need to develop yourself as a leader. The most important thing you need to do is develop yourself, pour into yourself, and become a leader. That is how you become a real estate developer.